How will you guys be evaluating a person's credit score, and how long does it take from submission to verification and to be able to be lend an asset or a specific item that's requested from that lender? How long does it usually take?
Yes, so we have actually algorithms implemented that can calculate your credit score based on your location. Now, once you submit the information that the legal assistant asks you to, then we will be creating the contract, which you will be able to check out in the contract reader in a user-friendly manner. Now, then the AI algorithm will tell you which specific fields of the contract you must supply to the lender in order to get the lease, let's say a car, right? Now, we will generate a zkSNARK proof later on. You won't really have to know what's going on. It's all going to be done for you. And then you're going to be able to go with the zkSNARK proof of the specific fields of the contract. And these fields will actually tell the lender that, okay, you've got a high enough credit score to get the car or you don't. With that, you don't actually disclose any private information to the lender, just the information who you are and do you actually have a high enough income to lease, let's say, that car.
That's
And
that's a wonderful approach to that.
yeah, sorry, just one
Sorry?
more thing. It's not gonna be a long process. So because I actually just remembered you asked how long will it take. It's going to be like an hour maximum. So like the generation of the zkSNARK proof usually takes up to 5 minutes. The longest period is just going to be our algorithms checking if the contract is okay, if the information in the contract is okay. So in general, this will be a seamless process that will take like a maximum 1 hour, and you just can go and improve your credit score. So it's actually going to be faster than like real life applications today.
That's really impressive. So the next question is actually kind of KYC related, but I think I'm going to still pause that. Let's talk about your vulnerabilities. You did talk about the fact that you're also running internal checks at random times. You also made mention that you also allow others to run internal checks. Considering the fact that you guys are actually professionals using ML, machine learning algorithms, and AI, I wanted asking. I want I wanted asking how are you guys using any kind of AI model with a database of already known vulnerabilities, and are there any bug bounties in place? That's is there a model that checks all known vulnerabilities that has happened in the past, and is there any bug bounties in place?
Yeah, so when it comes to vulnerabilities, the main point is our first of internal checks before deploying any product. Then after, let's say we are done with a backend layer of our product, then we have like one or two external companies that will audit our code. Now, when it comes to known vulnerabilities and databases and AI models, all of these vulnerabilities we have listed, and every single time when we create an AI model, we are actually going through every single vulnerability, checking for it. So it's like when you're deploying a smart contract, let's say, everyone or every developer knows that you need to check for reentrancy attacks, the most common attack on a smart contract. And when an audit company comes, they check every single one of these boxes when it comes to the AI models, the database, the backend service. So this way, we can actually ensure that our systems are integral and they are all working properly.
All right, pretty cool. So back to KYCs and verifications. At some point, the surge of deepfakes in AI image technologies actually became a really potent problem. Are there any implementations? Because you actually said you'll be going fully digital when people are running KYCs. So, are there any form of implementations, or will I say, give me a second to find the right word, is there any guard against deep fakes as a problem of providing identity, and how do you guys intend to go about this?
Yeah, so when it comes to deepfakes, it's a big problem, especially on today's exchanges. As far as I'm aware, you can easily get around the KYC on most exchanges. Now, in legal documents, we cannot allow anyone to slip through with a fake, let's say, ID or a fake deepfake, right? Because it's very important because you're actually having a legal document in a decentralized manner. So we do have systems in place and cooperations that we would like to form that will be checking for deepfakes, and it will be double checked before any contract is actually deployed between the two parties. And only then, when we are 100% sure that this person is real, we are going to put the contract in action.
All right. I really appreciate the detailed answers to my questions. I wish you guys the very best. It's a pretty impressive tech you guys have here. I really hope that things stay bullish onward for the VAIOT team, and I hope that you cross your I's and dot your T's. Thanks a lot, Glenn. Over to you.
Thanks, man. Thanks for the questions, Captain. Next up, we have Ramat. You had a question for Jacob Mixel. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Glenn. Okay, so how does VAIOT legal AI assistant handle and adapt to jurisdiction-specific variation in laws and regulation, considering the different countries have different legal system? So how does AI assistant adapt to different rules and regulations?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, right now we're trying to stay as surface level as possible, covering the things that are kind of universal, things that don't have specific, I guess, history for the specific country. Now, as I said earlier as well, uh, we do become more seasoned. We are able to sink our teeth into more real life scenarios. We will do so. However, for things right now, such as agreements between two parties, or as I said, leasing a car, or hiring anybody to do a specific service, um, financial statements, all of these things are relatively, let's say, 95% similar across most countries in the EU. Now, when it comes to deeper applications of public administration and things like that, it does become a little bit more specific. But as we grow in the markets that we are in, we will be able to take on more of these specific things. I don't know if you had anything to add to that, Simon.
Okay.